All right, we're live. I thought I'd, oh, wow, the light's all weird. Okay, so I thought I'd do another one, another book talk. I haven't done any book talks for a while, so I want to I'm in I've co-written a lot of books. Oh, yeah, I forgot about grabbing that one. Maybe I'll do a part two. But okay, so the book I'm most known for is Five Fingers Make a Fist. This is a book I wrote a while ago. Came out in 2007 and 2008. It's 28 stories. I'm working up right now, right at this moment, I'm working up a follow up to this one. This one, you can still buy it on Amazon, and it's probably available in the bookstores. See, look, it was available at the Strand for $1. Got remaindered. So that's my, and I have a book coming. I have a book of poetry coming out, but one of the stories that were in that book came out in this book, FC2 Black Ice Books, Degenerate Pose, 1995. Eurydice was also in there. Who else is in here? Mark America, Ron Sukanik. Oh, looks like somebody signed it, but no, I guess not. Yeah, they didn't even put a Ricky Ducournay's in here. Did they even put? Okay, so there's, and then Byard Johnson. Yeah, yeah, it is kind of weird. So there is a Black Ice. Yeah, they didn't even put a table of contents, but luckily I'm right next to Eurydice here. I think I am. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so I don't know, somebody, Eugene Thacker, I've heard of him. Shelley Jackson's in here too, so a lot of good writers. Norman Conquest, Eurydice, Ricky Ducournay, I guess are the big names. Okay, so that's book two, but I'm going kind of slow here. Okay, so this is the first published, real big publishing book, first national thing, because I was in a couple college things, but this was a book about Grove Press that came out in 1990. So when I first went to New York in 91, this was like in bookstores, like all when I would go to bookstores. So a lot of people know me from the Grove, and there's a couple Grove books. This is a recent one. Have a story in Tofu Inc. They're publishing my book of poems too. This is, people should check out Tofu Inc. and stuff. And yeah, I forgot what. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I wrote a book, Murakami, Haruki Murakami, South of the Border, West of the Sun. I wrote a review for American Book Jam. It's Japanese. It was translated, so they paid me like $25. My Adobe, if you know Adobe Bookstore in San Francisco, they did Adobe Anthology. I don't think they do it anymore. This was like number two. But my interview with William Volman is in here. And Rebecca Solnit is in here. But like some of these other people, I haven't heard of any of these other. Gerald Burns. Oh, Gabar Gayukis is in here. He's a good friend of mine. And so, yeah, this is the Appalachie Quarterly. So I did a translation of art. I think I'm in here. Oh yeah, I'm the first thing. Funeral Cantata by Maurice Roche. So I translated some Maurice Roche, a book called Codex. Part of it's in here, and the other part's in this one, Talisman, but not this issue, because this issue I just have a poem in this issue. So one of my poems that's in my book right now was originally in Talisman, and this is from fall '93. So you see a pattern here. There's a lot of stuff like so. Angel Ceballos, I did a thing about this. She did a book about her photography, and she dedicated this book to me. and a lot of these pictures. I arranged for her to take pictures with. Oh yeah, the Hipster Handbook is here. Okay, great. Okay, so I co-wrote a couple of pages of this book. This came out in 2004, like 20 years ago, and this was like another. This is probably the biggest publisher. This was on Doubleday, and we did the guys from Free Williamsburg did this book, and that was like my that was a on the hit. So some of the so I've done so many interviews that a lot of my interviews are included in these anthologies. So here's one, Ronald Sukanik. So this came out a few years ago. So this publisher, Invisible Starfall Books, I think it's based in Germany, but they might. I was contacted by this German guy, but I think they created a foundation to keep Sukanik's books in print. You know, he's the author of Up, Out, and what else? Down and In. Um, he was like kind of a cool guy. So, and then a real long interviews in this Volman, and then I also did that in the early '90s. And then the first time, you know, this is from the same publisher, and I did one with a real early one with Edward Dondicott. So I contact, you know, and the University of Mississippi publishes these interview books. I should probably be in some more because I've done interviews with other people. So I'll just keep it short. Those are all the books I'm in. You know, I have my, like I said. Oh, and I mentioned this. I recommend this Chris Kraus book. I mentioned there's a paragraph about me in there, but I didn't write that. But yeah, Degenerative Pose, and here's my book of stories. I got a poetry book coming out, and I'll have a novel and another book of stories coming out very shortly within the next couple of years. Okay, thank you, everybody.